Release Nnamdi Kanu. DSS can manage his health condition. The indigenous people of Biafra leader's lawyer insists. The led council of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has come out to insist that the DSS should release Nnamdi Kanu because they cannot manage his health condition. Like the other time, I reported to you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still currently in the DSS detention, has been passing through some health issues, and as it stands now, he is down in health, and his lawyer has insisted that he be released because the DSS will not be able to manage his health issues. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Tassin News, Obonge News, correct news. Pure news will be like Oliver, where they bring from Israel, from Mount Olive. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever our Obonge News enter, you go be the first one to collect them or you're listening to the news proper. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has alleged again for the unconditional release of his clients. Ejiofor said the reason for the call was hinged on the fact that the secret police cannot properly longer manage Kanu's health condition. But on this note, what I really want to understand is what is the position of Ifeanyi Ejiofor in the NBA of Nigeria, because he has been lamenting and talking for a long time now, and his voice has not been heard. So sometimes I wonder, because it is said that the court is supposed to be the hope of the common man, and that is where the common man can argue his case. But with the case in Nigeria, how things works in Nigeria, is the court really the hope of the common man? Because what is currently happening in Nigeria now is very heartbreaking, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has been remanded in the DSS detention for close to 14 months now, and as it stands now, he's passing through a big health challenge and also excruciating pain, which has not been resolved. But the DSS has not given heed to releasing him from their detention custody, and that has brought about a big problem. Now, what is actually happening? Does it mean that the health of individual is not valued in Nigeria, or is not valued among the forces, security forces in Nigeria? Because I think this guy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be given the freedom also to take care of his health in order to be able to be appearing in court. But looking at what is happening, it looks as if they are not giving heed to the plea of Ifeanyi Ejiofor. The lawyer made this known in via statement after his routine visit to Kanu, the custody of the Department of the State Service, on Monday. Ejiofor stated that DSS managed to get 2 doses of 7 the separatist group leader needed and had exhausted them on Saturday. He said, "I spent quality time with Kanu today, during which period he confirmed to me that following the public outcry and wide condemnation that trailed the lack of proper medical attention in addressing his worsening health condition, the DSS, in a feeble attempt at improvisation in order to cure a serious health condition such as the one confronting Nnamdi, only succeeded in procuring 2 doses out of the full dosage of the 7 bottles of the prescribed medication. The 2 doses were exhausted on Saturday, 24th September 2002. The effort of the prevailing situation is that limited dosage of the prescription Kanu was provided with is just a drop in the ocean, which did not achieve the desired result. We are no longer in doubt that the DSS has run out of medical option in managing," Ifeanyi Ejiofor stated. "We are no longer in doubt that the DSS has run out of medical options in managing Kanu's debilitating health condition. Hence, our passionate plea is for the unconditional release of Kanu to enable us seek proper medical attention. Otherwise, we should be allowed to provide the required funding to the DSS to enable them to purchase the complete prescribed medication for Kanu. or we would procure them ourselves in order to ensure that Kanu leaves the DSS facility in good health condition upon regaining his freedom soon. So you can see what is happening. I don't think there is anything bad with allowing the Kanu-led team to be able to provide the prescribed medication for their client in order for him to regain his freedom in good health condition, because health is life. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is lacking health, it means that at the end of the day he might not be able to fully stand to face what is actually before him. So now, as it stands now, these people has been they have not given Kanu that freedom in order for him to do what he wants to do. And as it stands now, this is a health condition. His health condition is at stake. Is at stake. Is at stake. So I think the DSS, in their good, in their benevolence, should give that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that freedom, so that he will be able to provide drugs for himself, or maybe his Lego team, or maybe those who are managing his issues. So what is actually happening in Nigeria is very disheartening, because it's not that the Kanu-led team are begging the DSS to provide these drugs, but if you follow the last the paragraph I read on that news, you find out that the Kanu-led team has begged the DSS, pleaded with them to allow them to provide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's drugs for themselves, or probably, or maybe fund the DSS in order to purchase the required medication, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is their client, can be in good health. But I don't think that the DSS has given heed to that. And on another note, the required drugs that has been prescribed for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order for him to get well, it was about 5 bottles, and the DSS has been able to provide only 2 bottles. And according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, he said that that is a kind of dropping a water in the ocean, and that is to show you, how serious this case is, this health issue is. I think from the statement of Ifeanyi Ejiofor, barrister, you can see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is really facing a big health condition, and he needs to recover quickly. I think that the DSS and whosoever it is in his power, in her power, to make this thing work out should try effortlessly and very quick, as soon as possible, to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu regain his health, because he's also a citizen of Nigeria, and he has his own citizenship right. So I think that that is what should be done. Should be done as quick as possible, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not die in that DSS custody. And looking at what is actually happening in the South is the sit at home, and some of the things that are currently happening, you find out that all these things emanated ever since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was detained in the DSS detention. And I think for peace and also tranquility to come in the Southeast, I think that the DSS and also the Nigerian government should try as soon as possible to resolve the matter. And you remember the other time that some Igbo elders or Hanezes has approached the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration, pleading with him to handle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's issue politically. And of course, if I say politically, you know what I mean. That the president of Nigeria, who is the head and the chief of the armed forces, can grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu presidential pardon, and nobody will question him for doing that. But I don't actually know what is actually happening. Is it out of tribalism, or out of hatred, or something else? And of course, what the young man is fighting for is freedom and self-will. I don't think that should necessitate imprisoning him, or denying him some self-right and what is due for him, because health is life. I am going to be drawing the curtain here. Don't forget that you are still on Tassin News, Obonge News, correct news, pure news, where we like olive oil, where they bring from Israel, from Matolive. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever our Bonga news enter, you go be the first one to collect them. Catching a God bless you.